Negi, welcome you all on Resultant. So guys, the complete civil engineering team you are seeing on the screen. And guys, most of you who will be watching YouTube might be thinking, yeah, who are all these faces? We have never seen them. You have seen them in other platforms, might not be in the Resultant YouTube platform till now. But let me tell you guys, Ashwar sir, oh sorry, sir has said that the laga rahe naam ke aage. So the Ashwar sir from IIT Delhi. He has already taught the resultant students last year. He has dealt with structure analysis. Sushant sir, he has already dealt with the subjects like RCC in the resultant app for the last year students. And of course, this year also they will be teaching. And one more faculty, the top faculty who has produced many top ranks in the GATE in past 5 to 7 years, Abhinav Negi Sir, who will be teaching the upcoming batches of the resultant students. Let me remind you again, you are watching them in the YouTube platform for the first time, but from many months, they are taking the sessions in the resultant app from last many months. One more thing guys, you might be thinking, sir, where Abhinav sir, you are from last 2 to 3 months. Some medical issues with me. And our complete team is more focusing on developing the content, updating the study notes, updating the recent PYQs. And now when we have completed all that content including notes, PYQ and workbook, now we are ready to take the classes on the app and YouTube. Everyone, you can share your comments also. So what this session will be, first let me introduce all the faculties and then I'll be taking the session for the ESE 2026, what will be the safe score, what is the previous year cutoffs, and how you can prepare in the next few remaining weeks. So let us go first of all with the Ashwarya sir. So I'm handing over the mic to sir and he will be guiding you for GATE and ESE both. और ESE मैं बाद में देख लूँगा ना सेशन में. अभी सर आपको GATE और ESE में कौन सब्जेक्ट पढ़ाने वाले हैं और कैसे आपके प्रिपरेशन को फोकस करना चाहिए वो आपको सर बताएंगे. Over to the master blaster, the champ of structural analysis, Ashwar sir.
Thank you sir. चलो ठीक है. I feel really nice. ये दा वाली बात मजाक में थी. So I hope guys guys are going great. Yes. So many of you who are already part of resultant, so they might have seen me many times. Last year I took structural analysis and Sushant sir took RCC subject. Okay, as sir said already, Vipin sir is going to teach you very soon in the upcoming batches of resultant. So my dear friends, I am here to welcoming you all. So sir was right, sir already told you that from last 90 days or 80 days, sir is not proactive in your YouTube session. The reason being, the every silence has hidden something in itself only. Guys, we were desperately working on the content which is known as the backbone for any kind of selection. On that peculiar thing we are going to work. Okay, so we worked on PYQs. We have updated all the PYQ included GATE 2025, not only GATE, in fact ESE 2024 our book files are ready, all PDF notes are ready, short notes are ready, each and everything we are going to share with you only on this particular platform of civil and mechanical resultant very soon guys. Okay, so last year I took structural analysis and I literally enjoyed teaching that subject. And it is not only my opinion, but many of these students, earlier students, and their testimonial are saying the same about my structural analysis. So this time, I also hope I am going to experience same type of love from you guys. Okay. So now I am handing over mic to the Sushant sir. Sir.
Hello students, very good evening to you all and welcome to Resultant channel for GATE and ESE. So I am very lucky to be the part of this channel, because here we are going to provide you the best level contents what we can provide for a GATE and ESE aspirant. See students, our main focus will be here to teach you in the way what the UPSC and what the IITs are going to ask you. So you can see the best level teams are provided here. Like you have Abhinav Sir, like you have Vipin Sir, like you have Aishwarya Sir. They are all the best faculties in their field. Last year I have taught here RCC. As you can see on the app also you can get the demo lectures. And this year also we are going to take the content on the next level. So our main focus will be your selection students. So if any students you want selection, you can join with Resultant and you can get the best results here, because due to faculties what they are going to take here are the best things and the best faculties in the market. So I would like now to hand the mic to Vipin sir, and he will share some of his experiences. So students, I can share.
Sir, apne subjects. Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to the official channel of Resultant. Hope you are really enjoying with Abhinav Negi Sir. Sir has given me the chance to join his platform and share my experience with you guys. Obviously, I'm going to teach you in further upcoming sessions, and obviously we are going to have very great sessions ahead. All the best for your exams right now, 2025 ESE, what you are in looking for. I hope so. Your preparations is already you have done properly. फर्दर अगर हम बात करें तो बाकी सारी चीजें अभिनव सर आपको बहुत डिटेल में यहाँ पे डिस्कस करेंगे. उम्मीद करता हूँ आगे के सेशन में हम लोग जो है जुड़ेंगे और अपने प्रिपरेशन को और अच्छे लेवल पे आगे हम लोग तैयार करेंगे. तो थैंक यू सो मच गाइस, और बाकी सर आपको जो है कंप्लीटली सेशन के बारे में जानकारी देंगे.
Thank you, sir. So, big thank you to Vipin Negi sir, Sushant sir, and Aishwarya sir, who is from IIT Delhi. Guys, now let us come to the session for engineering services. Already, guys, in our Resultant app, we have GATE and ESE courses. Let me just tell you about the courses, then I'm coming to this session, guys. We have the courses, you can join the Telegram group. Already, guys, more than 6,000 students have joined the Telegram group Civil by Abhinav Sir. You can also join this session, and you can also join this Telegram group, and whatever the queries you have, you can ask me there. Now, guys, if you want to join the Resultant, you can download the app from the Play Store. We have the 2026 batch. We have that in English and Hindi both. The price for the 2026 batch currently is 14,999. In every batch, guys, whether it is 2026, whether it is English batch or Hindi batch, either 2026 or 27, let me tell you, for every subject we will be giving you study notes. For every subject we will be giving you study notes. For every subject we will be giving you previous year questions with solution. For every subject we will be giving you workbook, which includes MCQ, MSQ, NAT. And let me challenge this, guys. That workbook question, more than 7,000 questions we have updated in the new courses. That single question you will not be finding in any PYQ, in any textbook, whether it is India, South America, Russia. Our team, all this complete team is working on the content from last 45 to 60 days. Okay, I guess voice is coming. Voice low aa raha hai. Let me increase the voice, guys. Okay. For every subject, study notes. For every subject, PYQ. For every subject, we will be giving you formula book. And for every subject, we will be giving you study notes that you can download for the lifetime, guys. 2026-27 batch in English and Hindi. Now let me coming to the course. Guys, we have in the course now, we have GATE plus ESE both, which includes technical and non-technical. Now coming to the ESE pattern, then I am telling you safe score, guys. First step is the prelims exam. In the prelims exam, it is of 500 marks. And let me tell you, this is not of qualifying nature. This 500 marks will be evaluated for the final merit list. So whatever marks you are getting here, that will be taken into consideration for the final merit. Now this 500 marks objective paper, there will be two papers, guys. One will be of GS and engineering aptitude, and one will be of technical. Your all civil engineering subjects, your all civil engineering subjects will be coming in this technical, whether it is SOM, soil, RCC, anything. All civil engineering will be coming here. This is of 200 marks. Okay, 100 question, every question of 2 marks. Here it will be of 300 marks. 150 question, every question of 2 marks. Negative marking is 1/3. For 2 marks, the 1/3 is -2/3. Okay. Now, guys, here In technical, all technical questions, all technical subjects will be coming. And here guys, UPSC has mentioned 10 topics. Those 10 topics are maths, aptitude, current affairs, ethics, ICT, material science, environment, and there are 10 subjects from where these 200 questions will be coming, which will be consisting of 200 marks. What will be the cutoff here? What is the cutoff of last year? So I am telling you, but 500 marks na, what you should be targeting, that at least if you are general category na, you should be scoring more than 225 plus. With railway vacancies now, 225 is a safe score. When the railway vacancies was not there, I am telling try to get more than 240 marks, 245 marks, but now with the railway vacancies added, 225 plus marks is sufficient. Now, few students from here will be going into the mains. Let me tell you, if X is the number of seats na, then approximately 12x students are called for mains. For mains guys, it will be subjective of 600 marks, 300 here, 300 here. Okay, 300 marks subjective paper 1, 300 marks subjective paper 2. In paper 1 guys, the topics will be RCC, steel, structural analysis, SOM, building material, per CPM. And remaining paper like SOM, like soil, FM, environment, dock harbor, transportation, survey, OCF, railway, airport, everything will be here. Okay, so every question will be of 60 marks. You have to attempt out of 8 na only 5 questions. And this will be of 300 marks. Similarly, here every question will be of 60 marks, and out of 8 questions you have to attempt only 5, and it will be of 300 marks. Okay, although there are some things like question number 1 and 5 is compulsory and you can select, but that I am not going into detail. Here you should be scoring, here the marks is 300 and 300, total 600. Now out of 1100, 600 here and 500 here, out of 1100 marks, the cutoff will be decided, and few students will be called for the final test, and that final test is interview, that is of 200 marks. Out of 1300 marks, the final marks, final cutoff will be decided. Suppose X is the number of seats na. Suppose X is the number of seats in prelims, the seats are X, then 12x students will be called for mains. If X is the number of seats, then 12x students will be called for mains, and for every seat, 2.5 times students will be called for interview. Have you got it? Okay. 2.5 students are called for interview. Now guys, I am not going into this, but let me tell you some interesting things. I hope you can watch this clearly on your screen. First of all guys, most of the teachers will not be telling you, let me tell you guys, sir, is there any individual cutoff here? Sir, is there any individual cutoff here? Do you know? You can write on the comment box. Guys, here, most of you are not knowing this, but individual cutoff here is also there, and that is 15%. 15% you should be at least scoring here, and 15% at least you should be scoring here. Then only you are eligible for the selection for the second stage. Similarly here guys, 20% is the individual cutoff, and 20% is the individual cutoff for paper 2. Out of 300 marks, 60 marks at least you should be scoring here, and 60 marks at least you should be scoring here for in the qualifying race. Let me put this down. Okay. Now let me tell you the cutoff for last year. One more thing beta, I want to tell you that whatever students are selected in engineering services examination, whatever students are selected in the engineering services examination, all those selected students, if I talk, then in prelims na, in prelims out of 500, standard deviation is not much. Standard deviation is not much, means somebody will be getting, suppose the last year, this is for 2024, the cutoff for the general category is 174, out of 500 marks only 174. Out of 500 marks only 174 for general category, 167 for EWS, 172 for OBC, for SC 151 and ST 160. That means even less than 40%, 35% cutoff, 30% cutoff. Okay. So let me tell you, all the selected students na, standard deviation is not much here. Means all the selected students, somebody will be getting 175, 180, 195, 200. Rarely any student will be getting more than 250 marks. Standard deviation here is not much. Standard deviation in the interview is also not much. Out of 200 marks na, some students let me tell you, out of 200 marks, 90% students are getting marks in the range 110 to 145. 90% students are getting in interview out of 200 either more than 110 or less than 145. Only 10% students will be getting either more than 145 or less than 110. So standard deviation in the interview is also less. But standard deviation in the mains examination is huge. If I talk about the selected students, you cannot take much lead, or you will not be very left far behind in the prelims exam. Similarly, in the interview, you will not take much lead. Also, you will not be left far behind in interview. But in the mains exam, out of 600, you can take a lead of 110 marks, 120 marks, or you can left behind by 70 or 80 marks. Okay. So I am talking about only the selected students who are actually finally selecting in the engineering service examination. Standard deviation, or you cannot take much lead in the prelims, you cannot take much lead in the interview, but mains examination where you can take a lead of 100 to 125 marks. Now last year, out of 500 marks, the cutoff is 174, 167, 172, 151, 160, but out of 1100 marks, that is mains, it is 510. This is out of 1100. 510, 478, 480, 411, 437 for the various categories. And out of final 1300, guys, for general the cutoff was 691. Out of final 1300, the cutoff is 641. Out of final 1300, the cutoff for OBC is 667. For SC it is 576. For ST it is 626. That means the cutoff is even less than 50% for ST and SC category. Cutoff for OBC category and EWS categories around 50%. And for mains, for general, it is around 55 to 57%. This is the cutoff for 2024, and for 2023, the cutoff was little higher. But in 2024, with railway vacancies, the cutoff is little reduced because of the added vacancies. Now, what should be the safe score? This should be the question. Sir, what should be the safe score in prelims, mains and interview? Guys, in prelims, out of 500 marks, please concentrate here. Out of 500 marks, if you score more than 220 or 225, you are in very, very safe. That means this little bit more marks that you are getting here from ahead will help you for the final selection. Although if you are getting more than 200 marks for the general category and 180 marks for OBC EWS and 170, 175 marks for SC ST, you are in the safe range. But if you are getting more than 220 plus, that means those 15-20 more marks will help you for the final selection. One more thing, sir, for GATE examination, the students are getting the marks like 95 marks, 94 marks, 85 marks. Then why, sir, in engineering services, the students are not getting even 50%? The last year, the cutoff for prelims is less than 50%. The reason is very, very simple, guys. GATE asks those questions which are conceptual. GATE is asking conceptual questions that can be solved. But in engineering services, the questions are 30% formula based, 30% conceptual based, and around 35 to 40% questions are data based. And a brilliant student who is prepared fullest may solve 90%, 95% conceptual questions, 90 to 95% formula based questions, but those data based questions cannot be solved even with full preparation. Vice versa in the GATE examination. Questions are either conceptual or formula based. There is no database questions. So all the students who have literally prepared are cracking the GATE exam with 90 or 95 or 85 marks because they are solving all questions, whether they are conceptual or formula based. No database questions are asked in the GATE. But here 35 to 40% questions are data based. That is why due to this cutoff is reduced. Guys, in my time when I was preparing, then when I solve the GATE PYQs, I am solving most of the questions. I feel very, very confident. But when I say solve ESE questions, even with my 100% conceptual knowledge, I have taken 100% classes, the ESE exam I am not scoring much. That time, due to lack of my knowledge, no one was telling, guys, that Abhinav, if you are scoring even 40% here, 50% here, it's fine. Because that is the cutoff. That time I was not aware about that, due to which my motivation goes down for the ESE examination. But now I'm telling you guys, whenever you solve ESE paper, even you are scoring 50%, 60%, that is too good. That is as good as the GATE examination 90%. Because the questions are database here. So, please don't compare this with GATE and don't feel demotivated that you are not solving some questions, because that is the nature of the examination. That is happening there. That is what the cutoff is, less than 50%. So, if you're scoring 220 plus, that's totally fine, guys. Even you're scoring 200 plus, that's totally fine. And out of the 600 marks, guys, let me tell you, here you can take a lot of lead from the others if you have the practice of solving. That is why I recommend you all, whenever you are preparing for the mains, either before prelims exam or after it, please try to solve the complete paper in 3 hours. Be exam ready. Give the paper in the exam environment, exactly like the ESE pattern. And from here, 600 marks, guys, if you are scoring more than 375 plus, then it's absolutely, guys, a very good marks for the selection. But for the final selection, if you're scoring more than 400 marks, that you will be in the top ranks, of course. And here in the 200 marks, that is quite fluctuating, guys. Even very good candidates are sometimes getting 110 marks. Sometimes the average candidate is also getting 140 marks. That depends on the interviewer mood and certain other factors apart from your technical knowledge. So here any marks more than 130 is sufficient. So try to score more than 200, 220 plus here. Out of 600, try to get more than 375 here and 130 here. That means even you are getting here 200, here 375, that is 475. Oh, sorry, 575, and here with 130 marks, you are in the 680, 690, 700 range, and that is very, very good. Okay, for any other doubt, guys, you can connect us on the comment box. Let me again tell you, we have the complete GATE and ESE batch. We have the complete GATE and ESE batch. It is available in Hindi and English both. The complete team is here with 14,999 for 1 year. It is available in English and Hindi both. And for 2 years, the price is 26,999. Okay. So, guys, thank you. You can join us on Instagram and Facebook. We'll be very, very happy to take care of your queries. If you directly want to connect me, this is my number, guys, 93549163660. You can directly connect me, or you can mail me at abhinav@resultant.in. Wish you all the best, guys. Thank you. Take care.